Imagine you're at a bar and someone throws a punch at you. What do? Dodge, counter, freeze?
Idiot.
You carry 2 copies of the AA variant on your COMT gene. It's a gene that controls how fast your brain breaks down dopamine, and your version does it slowly. Your prefrontal cortex didn't work well under acute stress, aka someone throwing a punch at you. Now imagine you carried the GG variant instead. This version of COMT breaks down dopamine fast. When stress hits, your prefrontal cortex stays sharp. You don't think, you act. Scientists call you a warrior. About 25% of people are full warriors, 25% are full worriers, and 50% are somewhere in between. A 2020 study found MMA fighters are significantly more likely to be full warriors than the rest of us. And it makes sense, since their whole job is making good decisions while someone is trying to knock them unconscious. But while warriors dominate the cage, they can't concentrate in a calm classroom. The warrior next to you is the one acing the test. Warriors have sharper memory, better planning, and stronger focus, as long as nobody's throwing a punch. Both variants are still common today because evolution kept both. The warrior thinks ahead, the warrior reacts fast. A tribe needed both to survive. Whichever version you are, you're about to experience evolution. Speaking of evolution picking winners, if you're blonde, this is your ancestor. Her story begins 17,000 years ago in central Siberia. The ice age is just starting to ease, but the winters are still brutal. Your tribe lives on the edge of the great grasslands, hunting mammoths and reindeer across the frozen steppe. Every person in your tribe has dark hair. Their parents had dark hair. Their grandparents had dark hair. Every human your tribe has ever met, from every direction of the horizon, has had dark hair. Except you. Your hair is the color of honey, glistening in the sun. You carry a mutation on a gene called KITLG. It controls how much pigment your hair follicles produce. Your version produces about 20% less, and that's enough to turn black into gold. Nobody knows what to make of you. Some think you're blessed. Some think you're cursed. You just want the kids to stop pulling your hair every chance they get. You grow up watching the hunters disappear over the horizon. You grow up watching fewer of them come back. And when your tribe gathers around the fire at night, the men look across the flames, and their eyes keep drifting back to the one with the strange honey hair. One of them takes you as his mate, and your children inherit your hair. 17,000 years from now, Russian archaeologists will dig a teenage girl's bones out of the permafrost near where you are standing right now. She died at 14. They'll call her Afontova Gora 3. When they sequence her DNA, they'll find the same gene that made your hair look like honey. She was probably your granddaughter. But for now, you're about to experience, evolution. Okay, now here's something you can realistically experience. Go grab a piece of bread and chew it. Don't swallow, just chew. Keep chewing for about 30 seconds. Notice anything? If that bread just started tasting sweet, like someone secretly sprinkled sugar on it, congratulations. Your saliva is farming grade. 12,000 years ago, your ancestor was standing in a field staring at a plant that would eventually become bread. Your ancestor plucks a seed head, rubs the grains free, and pops a few in his mouth. He doesn't know why, but this plant tastes good. Sweet and filling, better than the rabbit he had. He carries extra copies of a gene called AMY1, and it's turning the wheat into sugar before he even swallows. He gives some for his friend to try. His friend goes back to chasing rabbits while your ancestor sits down next to a whole field of free food. They both have kids. One family likes the bountiful wheat, one family keeps chasing skinny rabbits. Guess which family grows faster? 12,000 years later, you walk into a Subway. Your family won the gene war just so you could order a foot-long with extra cheese. Some people have 2 copies of this gene. Some have 17. If your ancestors farmed wheat, rice, corn, or potatoes, you probably got extra copies. If they hunted in the Arctic or the rainforest, you probably didn't. AMY1 helped your ancestors eat more of a certain type of food. This next gene helped them avoid the wrong food entirely. TAS2R38. It's 6000 BC somewhere in Central Europe. Your tribe is migrating west through land nobody in your family has ever seen before. One day, your cousin comes back with an armful of wild greens. Everyone crowds around. The leaves smell fine. They look fine. You take one bite and spit it out. It tastes like poison, like chewing on a battery. But your cousin is chewing happily. Half the tribe is eating with him. The other half spat it out. You carry 2 copies of the POV variant on your TAS2R38 gene. It's a bitter taste receptor. Yours is cranked to the max. Your cousin's is broken. And that bitterness isn't random. In nature, bitter usually means toxic. Plants use it as a chemical warning to anything that tries to eat them. Tasting those warnings should be a clear evolutionary win. You should outsurvive your cousin. His kids should die young and his bloodline should go extinct. But they did not. Today, 1 in 4 people carry your cousin's broken gene. 1 in 4 are super tasters like you. The rest are somewhere in between. Evolution kept the whole spectrum, because all of you are about to get tested. That night, your cousin starts shaking. By morning, he can't breathe. By noon, he's gone. The leaves were poisonous, and many in your tribe died. You're still here. Your gene saved your life. But winter comes. The easy food is gone, and your tribe finds a patch of wild roots. And while the roots are not poisonous, they are bitter enough that your body rejects them. Your tribe mates, who don't share your gene, eat the roots and survive. You are not so lucky. Every generation, some of you will taste the poison and live. Some of you will starve, but the gene stays, because the tribe needs both. Whichever version you are, you're about to experience evolution. Gene TRPM8. It's 18,000 BC on the cold steppe of southern France. The Ice Age has reached its peak. Glaciers cover everything to the north. Your tribe is huddled under a rock overhang, waiting for the wind to die down. Your father's lips have gone blue. The girl next to you won't stop shaking, and your best hunter can't grip his spear. Every gust of wind feels like a knife to them. To you, it's just pressure. You carry a mutation on a gene called TRPM8. It controls how much cold you feel. Your body is freezing the same as theirs. You just don't feel it the way they do. When the storm finally breaks, you see the herd of reindeer move down the valley. You're the only one who's not too frozen to follow them, so you go alone. By nightfall, you're back with a reindeer slung over your shoulder. Tonight, your tribe eats fresh meat because of you, and one girl lingers a bit longer with her eyes. Scientists will later discover that this gene spread north as humans pushed into the cold. Today, 88% of Finns carry it, 80% of Northern Europeans. In Nigeria, only 5%. The colder your ancestors lived, the more likely you carry the Ice Age gene. But the buff didn't come for free. The same gene that dulls the cold also disrupts the nerves in the skull, raising the risk of migraines. You might not feel cold, but you can definitely feel that pain in your head. But you don't know any of that. You just know that your tribe survived the winter, and in the spring you'll have children. They'll feel the cold the way you do. Almost not at all. But for now, you're about to experience evolution. Gene EDAR. It's 20,000 years ago at the edge of the world. You live on a patch of land that bridges modern Siberia and Alaska. Scientists will later call this place Beringia, but for now, it is simply home. You are a young mother. Your daughter is 3 months old. She smiles when she looks up at you, and for just a moment, all your troubles are gone. But inevitably, the days get shorter and the sun weaker. The fish stop running, the game starts to hide, and berries will soon be a distant memory. The boy in the tent next to yours stopped crying 3 days ago. An eerie silence has settled over the camp. But your daughter is fine. She nurses like she's always nursed. The other mothers start looking at you strangely, wondering what you're doing that they're not. The answer isn't what you're doing. It's what your body is doing, without your knowledge and without your permission. You carry a mutation in a gene called EDAR. The mutation has made the glands inside your breasts denser and more branched. Every drop of milk you produce carries more fat, more vitamin D, and more of the fatty acids your daughter's tiny brain needs. You don't know any of this. You just know that she still smiles at you every morning. When spring finally arrives, your tribe moves south into a continent no human has ever set foot on before. Your daughter grows up in this strange new land and has daughters of her own. They all carry what you carry, and every winter their babies live because of it. 20,000 years later, your daughters and granddaughters are everywhere. Nearly everyone living in China carries your mutation. 87% of Koreans, 78% of Japanese, and before European ships arrived, 100% of indigenous people in the Americas. The gene that kept your daughter alive wasn't just working on your breast milk, it was reshaping everything it touched. Your hair is straight and thick, your front teeth curve inward like tiny shovels, your chin is soft and less pronounced, your earlobes have a triangular shape, even your eyes have a small fold at the inner corner. If you see any of these traits in the mirror, you're looking at her. Her face, 20,000 years later, still here in yours. You have experienced
Evolution.